Your Excellencies, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you a small brief about Masam. The adventure of Masam started in December of 2017 when the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia signed an agreement with the Yemeni government to enhance the security measures in the region and ensure Yemen can rebuild and find stability. We work hand in hand in Yemen with the Yemen Executive Mine Action Center, Yemen, for which we help train, supervise, monitor demining teams, as well as provide the latest equipment. We have grown to 583 staff, including 550 working inside Yemen, the majority of which are local Yemenis, and have 32 demining teams working out of our two headquarters in Ma'rib and in Aden. Over the years, our partnership with the Yemen Mine Action Center has only strengthened, and earlier this year, our hard work and unique relationship with our Yemeni colleagues was recognized by Yemen's President Rashad Al-Alimi. In March, he awarded Project Masam and the Yemen with the Medal of Bravery. It was presented to Masam and the Yemen for our humanitarian landmine clearance efforts to clear Yemen of landmines and other remnants of war. Indeed, we first launched our clearance operation in June 2018 and have successfully cleared close to 500,000 landmines, IEDs, and other remnants of war. For those interested in detail, we have cleared 438,413 explosive devices in Yemen, and that's specifically in Yemeni liberated areas. For you who are interested in details, that includes 6,496 banned anti-personnel mines, 144,211 anti-tank mines, most of which have been attached with pressure plates to turn them into a very huge anti-personnel mine. 8,023 IEDs and 279,683 unexploded ordnance. While these numbers are terrifying, we estimated that the Houthis have planted anywhere between 1 and 2 million mines in Yemen, and we have evidence they are still planting them in strategic areas ahead of any potential offensive. Despite the Houthi signing the Stockholm Accord, which part of it insisted on handing over information, mapping coordinates of the areas he has planted with mines, the Houthis have not honored his signature. What you need to understand about Yemen is the complexity of the work. First, we are working in an active conflict theater. This means it's also our job to provide security to our deminers, not only the minefield, but anywhere they may be working, traveling, or resting. There's a huge issue with IEDs in Yemen planted by the Houthis, and moving front lines and sporadic bouts of violence means our teams have to constantly be on alert. We work closely with local authorities and security to ensure the safety of all. In alignment with the global mine action sector, our responsibilities include the clearance, removal, and the destruction of landmines, stockpiles, and remnants of war. By destroying the explosive items, our AOD teams ensure they can no longer function as designed or be repurposed. This effectively protects civilian populations and helps to eradicate these deadly weapons. Secondly, let me talk about the minefields themselves. Here in Yemen, we're not dealing with conventional minefields. Rather, we respond to reports fields of mines planted with no pattern. We have mixed minefields, non-patterned anti-personnel minefields. We have landmines and IEDs planted under school floorboards, inside civilian cars, outside the entrances of homes. Inside trees, we have rock mines and other IEDs made to resemble tree trunks, breeze blocks, and we have evidence of IEDs using tuna or bean cans to contain the explosive content. So imagine yourself on this context, and let me add environment, geography, and weather to the mix. Some of our teams are clearing landmines on the flanks of steep, rugged mountains across most of the region between Yemen's coastal plains and the highlands. In war, the rule is he who dominates the high ground usually wins the battle, and the Houthi militias lay anti-tank and anti-personnel mines on their approach routes, preventing coalition forces to reach the high ground. Then we have vast expanse of land on the southern and west coasts, kilometers of sand, rocks, and dense bushes. In and any after rainy season, we also face the danger of migrated mines. We have a rule due to the heat, dust, and nature of work. Our deminers don't work for any longer than 20 minutes before taking a break. This is not an international standard, but we train our team leaders to ensure this rule is applied, no matter the season or the location. While Masam teams do not engage with any sea mines offshore, we have been giving support to the Yemen Mine Action Center when dealing with naval mines that have washed ashore. These mines continue to disrupt international trade, but they also impact fishing communities who are doubly impacted by this curse. Nowhere is safe on land or in the water. As in any other country plagued by landmines and IEDs, people living in Yemen continue to face the violence of these deadly devices. Even after the ceasefire has been negotiated and guns have been laid in Yemen, civilians face being displaced because of the presence of landmines. Farmers lose access to their fields, farms, and livelihoods. Civilians lose access to drinking water, water sources, or irrigation. This in turn means animals and crops can't be watered or irrigated. Then there is this intergenerational trauma. Landmines have been planted in Yemen for decades, but never on this scale. Our media team travels across the country to meet these families, the families of victims, or those lucky enough to have survived explosions. They hear stories of young brides or mothers being left by their husbands because of stigma. We hear of children whose schools have been planted by landmines or destroyed by them, and whose education has been halted. These are the children who have dreams of becoming firefighters, teachers, lawyers, and doctors. Our media team also hears of families where one or both parents have either severely injured or killed, leaving all the grandparents or uncles to become their protector and provider. Because of the impact on civilian population, we carry out explosive ordnance risk education in every area in which we operate. The distribution of posters are largest setting sessions, for example, in schools. Young children are taught not to touch any foreign object from a very, very young age. We work together with health clinics, rights advocates, clerics, and local chiefs to create another line of defense. If our deminers are urgently called to another area, these actors are able to take the baton and carry out explosive ordnance risk education themselves. And I'm telling you all this in the hope that it will give a better understanding of the realities of mine action in Yemen. I have previously described the scale of landmine planting as not seen in recent history. With militias currently planting new mines, our work is set to continue to be difficult, but we are determined to play our role and help free Yemen of landmines. With the help of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the international community, and our partners, we need to raise our voice, urgently demand the Houthis stop planting landmines, and request they hand in any existing maps, coordinates, and information pertaining to their minefields to ensure we can rid Yemen of landmine faster and safely. Thank you all. And on a note, since everybody is here, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our partners on the ground, the Yemen Mine Action Center, General Amin Aqili, General Qaid Haytham, Chris Clark, Bilal Barraj, Abdullah Shahrani, who are members in Masam, They've all done a great job. Thank you all.